Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a part 2 video of my war planner, war journal, Bible study planner, whatever you want to call it, wherever you might call yours. But the first video showed you how I took this old Franklin planner, which was a rings planner. These are the rings that were in it. And I removed those and I put in strings, and you can see I punched holes and put some grommets, and I left the last video. It was kind of funny because the only string I had, the only elastic I had was rainbow colored. And that's not me, and so I found some brown elastic and I ordered that, and it works really well because I do have a little bit of brown stitching here that matches really well. And I have 3 holes. It means I have 4 strings in there. I'll show you that in a minute. So normally a traveler's notebook will have the string, another string that comes around, holds it all together, and I like that about traveler's notebooks. However, this had a closure and it's working fine for me, so I didn't want to risk ruining the planner just to have a string. I actually really like it, and I have one more little spot I can loop, or belt hole, or whatever you want to call that, that I can make it a little larger. But it's pretty full, and I don't know if I'd want it any fuller. It's kind of heavier, you know. It's working really well for me. Fits really good into my purse. I carry a good size purse, so I take it to church with me. It's the only really place it goes is to church, and so that works out very well. But let's look inside. Okay, so planners that I like are having a lot of pockets. So you can see this one has a lot of pockets. Starting over here on the left, I actually have an extra pen loop here that I'm not using. I do use them both in my Filofax, and all the other ones I have only have one pen loop, but I only seem to need the one right now. Maybe I'll put a highlighter in this one at some point. But I have 3 pockets here, and I do kind of pretty things up. It's not all just, you know, useful stuff. It's sometimes it's just pretty stuff. And so I have some die cuts and a clip and a paper clip, my flags in case I need those. I don't have anything in my zipper pocket right now, but in this big pocket I do have an extra pad of post-it notes, and I have some cards just in case I hear about someone at church that maybe needs some encouragement, or I want to thank someone for doing something that was so great. So I have those there. And we have little mailboxes at church, so I could just slide it in their box. My first insert, I have 4 inserts. The first, all of them I made. I sell inserts in my shop, my Etsy shop. However, these were not your standard size because it was I think it was a compact. I think Franklin Covey calls it a compact size. And so once you removed all that, you had this extra space. So it's not A6, it's not B6, it's not personal. It just is its own size. So I kind of just had to measure it and figure out what size worked well in here. And then so I just made the inserts. Now these are all just notes inserts, so it wasn't difficult. If I was doing a whole bunch of inserts, then it might have been a different story. But I just took some cardstock, and in most cases, if not all, they are like Happy Planner stickers, or, you know, similar to Happy Planner. And then I would take and put a tab on it, and I think these were from Happy Planner as well, and I'm not real happy with them as far as how they're lasting. Now it's probably because they're rubbing up against my pen, but I may have to replace these out, and I do make tabs in my shop, so I'll probably just place it out with them. But I have a little camera clip here that kind of marks my place, But I'm just keeping sermon notes, and if I'm in a meeting, I can keep notes of that meeting there. And I've gone through and I've put some washi tape on all my pages. So I have plenty upcoming pages available for notes. And that's just the back cover of that one. My second insert is the same thing. I took cardstock, I put a couple stickers on it, and a label. I called it Gems. And this one is where I'm going to put all those gems of thoughts. Maybe someone said something, or maybe they quoted somebody, or maybe I was reading something and I found something that really spoke to me. That's where this is going to go. I have a whole book of them, but I wanted one in my war planner. So that's kind of what this is. I found this sticker, which I thought was very appropriate. Beautiful minds inspire others. And that's exactly what this is going to be. It's things that other people have said that just really mean something to me. And if I know who it was, I usually note it down, but not always do I know who it was. I did go ahead, I haven't used it for like a month and a half, so I don't have a whole lot of that, but I did go ahead and pretty up some pages. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, so that I'm not starting out at nothing. So I did that ahead of time, and that is my gems. My third insert is my to-do insert, and I again just took some paper and I put a couple stickers on it. This is a paper clip that I made with a couple die cuts that I laminated and glued them to this paper clip, and I thought that was cute. And so this is my to-dos. See my little puppy paper clip. He's sitting here waiting for some to-dos, but I don't get a whole lot of to-dos until I am planning like an event at church, or helping to plan an event. Like if I'm like a vacation Bible school is coming up, then I'm going to get a vacation Bible school to-dos, or women's retreat or something like that. Then I'm going to get a bunch of to-dos. But other than that, I don't get any. So I've got probably a couple years worth of to-do lists there, but that's okay. Then lastly is my prayer closet, prayer room, war room, whatever you want to call it. If you watched The War Room by Patricia Shiver, you will know that she had a closet that she prayed in over her family, and it was just a place for her to get focused and, you know, zone in. And so that's kind of what I did here. And I don't have a prayer closet, so I made this, it's kind of a double binder here, and I laminated it so post-it notes would stick to it really well. And the first section is just a pocket, so I can put post-it notes or other things in here in case I need more post-it notes. And then this next insert section here is one that I am putting prayer requests on. Like, I'm just making sure everybody's covered up here. Yeah, didn't want to get out information that shouldn't be out in the world. But so like, for instance, this one's for people in my church that maybe are having a hard time about something, and I'm praying for them. Praying for some missionaries that I know here. This is my circle of influence, people that I come in contact frequently. Maybe not really good friends, but I'm in contact with them regularly. Some family members and some friends, and then I got a blank one that was already waiting for someone there, and I got more blank ones on the back. So what happens is, for instance, this one here is my church family. So I might get a few more, and some may get crossed off. Then once that gets too full, I can just rip that off, put another post-it note here, and fill it in with the ones that weren't crossed off back again. So it works out really well, and that way it's like I'm not really one to keep track of you know, like log answered prayers. Like I had this prayer, this is when it started, this is when I answered. People do that, and I think it's awesome that they do. That's just, I don't follow through on that, so this works better for me. Okay, so then the back pocket here, it's of the back pocket of this front pocket, and it's just got my daughter-in-law and grandkids got me these little religious stickers here that you can color and stick in your Bible or anywhere. So I've got those back here just in case I don't have anything to do sometime and I'm at church and I want to color those. So that's the end of my war binder section. And then I just have a little notebook back here just in case I need a little extra place to write a note or something, and some more post-it notes. I should have plenty of post-it notes because I have a bunch of them. And then another pack of post-it notes. I like post-it notes. Okay, so and then my pen. I love this tool pen. Actually, these come in blue ink. So what I had to do was buy a whole bunch of white ones and then a whole bunch of black ones. And my husband needs blue ink for work, so I swapped the ink cartridges, so I like to write in black ink. So he got the blue, I got the black ink, and he got the black pencil, I got the white pen. So anyways, that is my war binder, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll answer them as well as I'm able. You guys have a blessed day.